So what I'll do this weekend then is I'll sit down and I'll draft up a paper to send to Mr. I think it's Clark, and I'm clerk of the court, and I'll just explain it to him. I'll get what legal things I have to. I'll have some advice down at the library. Read some legal advice things on, see what I have to prepare for the state of New Mexico to prepare a response to this, and then just explain to them that, well, basically, I don't expect any real forms of intelligent or kind or justice that's going to work in any way, shape, or form, which is, I feel or would believe that is in any way, shape, or form, any kind of justice from you. I haven't gotten in the past. I haven't gotten it from the people here or there, and so I don't expect any. So I'm not expecting anything, but I'm going to explain my point of view, okay, that I was told that Fort Huachuca, Arizona, which is head of Army Intelligence, which gathers all the information through satellite surveillance systems, gathers it and uses it for national security reasons. I was led to believe by a lot of people there, okay, that I'm a very important person with telekinesis abilities, molecular and quantum math skills, and then I'll explain to them things about molecular math, relative math, quantum physics, and things, how they correlate in scripture and things. Just real quick, some semantics things to just basically show him and get him to understand them and say, if you want to, you can go try to research some of this stuff online and see what you can find on it. I'll just give you a basic kind of thing and explain it in really simple, basic terms so you can understand what I'm trying to convey to you. And then say, of course, all that stuff is irrelevant because it does show that I have a working mind that is thinking and not thinking in things as far as irrationality. Then I'll go into the next one and explain to him, and then explain to him further, about the whole thing about Amy leaving, the whole thing about questioning tell him about the damaged testicle, the whole thing, questioning the whole thing, the stuff I've had to been through, explain the stuff to him in brief detail, not try to go in too much, but just bring all things, the stuff that I know about Natty, the stuff I know about this, and what's going on, and what I was explaining to her in the emails, and I can send him copies of the emails in question and give them synopsis on the emails as well, if he wishes so, to peruse these, if he wants to make a more informed decision on this petitioner-respondent divorce case as far as involving the minor children. I have two sets of ways to go. I would prefer to stay in a position of being their legal father, but because of the legalities, if I stay the legal father and you guys do this, then they can extort me and just continue to extort me. So what I'm going to do is establish the fact that Amy is a liar and show that none of these children are my biological children, and then counter petition for custody of the children anyway, because I don't believe this woman is fit to be a parent to these children. I don't believe her father is fit to be a human being parading as any kind of a spiritual leader, because he's a lying, sadistic creep. I'll explain it nicely though. But that's what I'll do. So we'll load that up. I'll get my respondent stuff all together, send it back out, send it to the clerk of the court stuff, get them a copy. I've got a copy of my thing. I'll send them a copy of my respondent from Doña Ana County on Doña Ana County respondent legal yada 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 yada. Okay? Or I'll check and see, and I'll ask there if they've got any kind of legal assistance, aids, or help and stuff like that, or ask around, see what they can do, and then go ask, do I have to respond on Maricopa County paperwork, or can I use Doña Ana County, or what is the case since I'm a Doña Ana County resident? What do I do? So I'll just ask what's going on. I'll respond, and we'll see what happens. I'll petition, though, to have all the children genetically tested, because she says she lied and said that that paternity was in fact mine for minor Crum Yorga Fabre, and I have serious doubts and questions about all the minor children. And actually, to tell you the truth, she had me go in there and write the name on the birth certificate for Natalie when Kelly Green is actually her father. So we'll just let them do that too, because Natalie sees him as her father, and I need to give them that opportunity if she does not wish to have me as a father, and she wishes to have him to do so. I can't sit there and say, no, you will have me as a father, and that's that. And that's her dad. Then that's her dad. And that's what we'll do. Okay? I deserve to be treated better, but if I'm not going to get treated better, this is how I'm going to have to do it. I just have to have hope, like my mom said when I had to give up because the courts were taken and screwing me over with Stephanie, she said, you know, you're just going to have to just do this. The courts aren't going to do it. I've worked in them. I told you about the stuff that happened, Earl. You're just going to sign over. If he's meant to be with you, he will. And he was with me until he was 9, until Amy came along and Barbara and Amy did what they did. So, yeah. And now he's back. My prodigal, he's back. And so, guess what? Maybe history can repeat itself. My Katie Bug, my Emily, my Noah. Natty didn't want to stay. Natalie doesn't like me. Natalie doesn't want to stay. Natalie doesn't like me. Okay. I don't know why. I love her. Maybe she knows that I do not like her a lot of the time, because she's mean and she's self-centered. She was a lot like her mom. In some ways she's meaner, in some ways she's nicer. It's hard. So I was just like, Natalie, please. Like the whole one that I recorded thing. I don't know if I put that one in there. Did I put that one? Did I load the one about the whole? I don't know if I did. It was funny though. But yeah, with always getting in the arguments with her about this is blue. No, that's it. Natalie, I love you. Stop it. She used to do that all the time. It used to drive me crazy. It didn't get to that point where I was like fussing and cussing at her, but it was like, go away, because you're driving me nuts. What am I thinking right now? You're thinking irrational, crazy things that I can't. No, I'm thinking 12 plus 4 is 17. 12 plus 4 is 17. Now it's 16. See, it was irrational. Shut up, hear me. You know, and I just keep, it'd be funny, and we just keep going like that. And I'd be like, Natalie, just leave me alone. Well, you have telekinesis thing, and then she would sit there, and I would say things about people, and then they'd say, yeah, I was thinking that. That's cool. Do it again. Well, maybe you're wrong. Now I don't. Stop, Natalie. What's this person thinking? What's that going? What's happening there? And my dad, I told him the thing about the whole thing with the Japanese tsunami thing. And we were sitting there listening to it on the news. The news came on. He was sitting there in the living room, and I was sitting there, and it said in the L.A. harbor that a lot of dead fish float up in there. What's going on? I said, wow, that's interesting. So there's seismic activity, and there's going to be a tsunami that goes to the east. I sat there and told him, and then it happened. I'm like, see? And he's like, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I told you. And he goes, I don't remember you telling me that. Sorry. I'm glad I've got a good memory. I made a video about it, but it was on the, okay, never mind. That was when we didn't have internet. And I just made diary videos and deleted them, so. They have it at Fort Huachuca. Yeah. Okay. Brock. You people and your information control. We have to control the masses. Control the masses, control the information. Can't give them too much for free. Can't tell them anything. Can't trust people. They're stupid. They can't handle anything. Life is meeting ourselves, and deficiencies we see in others are actually a mirror reflections of ourselves. Thanks. I don't think that was Harold Klemp. I think that was like Paul Twitchell or maybe Darwin Gross. I'm not sure which one. Actually, it's a group collective connective, and there's nothing you can say that's ever been said, that's never been said, and there's nothing you can do that's never been done, there's nothing you can sing that's never been sung. So it was part of the group collective connective that they just went, oh, how'd you know that? I just did. You're smart. Well, it's actually Schmidt Hubble that said that's copyrighted. Now you're in trouble. Why, are you going to try to sell this and make money off of it? I just said that. Well, you have to quote and say you said it, or you're going to get an F on your paper. Frog. Okay. There's nothing you can do. There's never. Shut up. That's John Lennon, the Beatles. Was it John that wrote All You Need Is Love, or was it Paul McCartney? I don't know. It could have been George Harrison. Want to get it right. Don't want to get in trouble with the Harrison, McCarthy, or Lennon family. Help me. I need some help. Which one was it? Was it John? I think it's John Lennon. I think it was it John Lennon? We'll go with John Lennon. Okay. There we go. Well, he just had to sing write more of those kind of songs. I read the news today. Oh, boy. I'm just kidding, guys. Wow. I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. You guys are nuts, man. It's hard living in this world, but I got a lot of good friends. Me and my family here in New Mexico that I was getting on, but it's not them. They're just pushed down and stomped down. That's why they got the macho problems, because they've been pushed down by these little sneaky, creepy creeps. Don't take it out on each other, and don't take it out on them. Real men act like apostles. is there a sister or whatever or anything out there that just, there's a beautiful Latin woman out there in Las Cruces that wants to get to know Ralphie within the, you know, my ex-wife was 32, I'm 46, within 32 to 46 range that, you know, likes to stay healthy, likes to make love, and is very affectionate. I'm always around. I'll do my best. I don't know if they'll let me. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll give it a try. No, I don't know. All right, I love you guys. Blessings and peace.